Hi guys, how you going? Today is the 12th of June 2014 and it's my 7-week post-op update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had on the 24th of April by Mr. Adam Chikowitz at Wangaratta Private Hospital. So, kick off with my measurements. So, I'll do kilo first, and I'll try and convert as I go along. So my starting weight was 130 kilo, or 286 pound. Last week was 118 kilo, or 246 pound. So last week was my 40 pound loss. And this morning I was 110.3 kilo, or 243 pound. So it's a 1.5 kilo loss for the week, or a 3.5 pound loss. Bit disappointed because I'm 300 gram from a 20 kilo loss. I was hoping, really hoping today to get that when I got on the scales, but it didn't happen, so that'll no doubt happen next week. And I mean, as I said, I'm disappointed. I really shouldn't be disappointed. Almost 20 kilo in 9 weeks is just crazy. But I think I just wanted to get that milestone. So, but anyway, not much I can do about that. So look, I don't think I have a lot today to report. We'll see how long the video ends up though. So as you can see, I had my hair cut off. I got about, I want to say about a foot cut off. So it was, it's really long. It was about 30 centimetres cut off. Just felt like a change, and I've got a friend who's a hairdresser. She doesn't practice anymore, like she doesn't work in a salon anymore. Sorry, I'm all over the place. She doesn't work in a salon anymore, but she does my hair, really cheap in a lounge room. So I thought, stuff it, I'm going to get it cut off, and I did, and I love it. I've got lots of comments about it. Suits me. It's so much easier to do. I just get up in the morning, straighten it, off I go. So that's really good. Food-wise, I have been trying to focus on my protein intake a little bit more, trying to increase my fluid intake and minimise my carb intake a little bit, which I think has made a difference, and that's why I've had a 1.5 kilo loss this week. I meant to say this earlier. I'm really pleased I haven't yet had a stall, given that I'm 7 weeks out. I'm really happy with that. I'm just waiting for it to happen though. I don't want it to, but there's other people out there in the community who have had stalls, which surprises me because they're doing everything right, but stalls are still happening. So I'm really happy with the fact that I haven't. And a lot, I think, has to do with the fact that I've been very active. I think I started on food and now I'm on active, like what I'm doing. But anyway, so what I've done is I've set myself a 30-30 challenge. So what that is for 30 days, 30 consecutive days. I think I mentioned it last week. For 30 consecutive days, I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio. And today will be day 10. So during that time, I either go on my exercise bike if it's a work day, because work days I just don't get time to leave the house without the kids. So exercise bike on work days. We had a long weekend here last weekend, so on the Friday I went for a walk with my husband when the kids were at school. On the Saturday we went for a big bike ride as a family. On Sunday we went for a bike ride I went for a bike ride by myself, and then on the Monday we went for a big walk. So I've kind of been doing all of that, and that's what I've put down my loss, my continual losses and lack of stall is I have been exercising quite a lot. I'm on average working off about 400 to 500 calorie a day, so I'm really happy with that. What's a better angle? Maybe I should sit it with like this up. My arm will get tired, but that's okay. So back to my diet. As I said, I'm trying to increase my protein and decrease my carb, which I think has made a difference in the last few days. I do sneak a peek almost every day onto the scales every morning. And I don't worry too much, but it just kind of keeps me on track. And I found that it wasn't really moving very far for the first 3 or 4 days this week. And as soon as I dropped that little bit of carb that I was eating, it went down a lot more quickly. So I'm going to keep doing that. I have noticed that I'm still eating really quickly. Thank you. I think I got a couple of suggestions last week just on my Facebook because I didn't get around to uploading it onto YouTube. But I got a few suggestions and it hasn't worked. I still scoff. I am serving myself less. So even if I do scoff, I'm not reaching my limit. So that seems to be helping. I went out for a colleague. She's going off to have a baby, so we went out for lunch. And I went to this really fancy pants cafe, and I looked at all the meals. It was really friggin' expensive, and it was really posh, and, you know, they didn't really have much to choose from, and they weren't overly willing to accommodate, but they were happy for me to have a kids' meal. So I got what I thought was the best option, which were the chicken strips. I tried to pick off the crap on the outside, but it was so greasy. And I actually had to leave the table about 10 minutes after eating to spew. And I felt really unwell for a couple of hours. So note to self, I will just have a drink of water next time and eat when I get back to the office. I have something that I'm allowed to have. I felt just really yuck. So that was a bit disappointing. People have started to notice at work. I'm one of those share it loud and proud kind of people. So I was at a meeting the other day, yesterday it was, and one of my colleagues, who I only see once a month, said, "Oh, wow, you look great." I said, "Oh, thanks, I got all my hair cut off." And she goes, "No, you've lost a shitload of weight." I went, "Oh, well, yeah, I've lost almost 20 kilo. And there was about 5 people in the room, and they've all gone, "Oh, wow," which kind of felt really good. And then she goes, "Well, if you don't mind me asking, how did you do it?" And I said, "Well, I actually had weight loss surgery. And I work in a community health centre. So a lot of people I work with have nursing backgrounds, and they've all just gone, 'Good on you. Well done.'" There was no negativity. There was nothing. It was really nice. So everyone pretty much knows that I had weight loss surgery, and I'm okay with that because I've been one of the very lucky few who've not received any negative feedback. So people are starting to notice, and I rang up my mum last night. I was having a chat with her, and she said, "Oh, how you going?" I said, "Oh, I'm so close to losing 20 kilo, but I can't really tell yet." And she goes, "Oh, your shelf's gone." Now, my shelf is my arse. My husband used to call it his beer shelf. So if I was just standing there, he'd be able to rest his beer on my butt, because my back would go like that, and then and my arse would stick out. It was just disgraceful. But Mum said my shelf's gone, so that's really exciting. I've purged another big bag full of clothes that no longer fit. When I started pre-op, I was in 22 just. I really could have gotten into a 24 and be quite comfortable. Today I'm wearing a denim skirt that's an 18. I'm wearing a top that's, I think it's an 18, a medium little undertop thing. So yeah, I'm an 18 to 20 now, so I've solidly gone down 1 to 2 sizes, which surprised me. I thought I would have gone down more with 20 kilo, but that's obviously just how my body rolls. But yeah, so things are going really well. There's no huge amount to report. I'm feeling really well. I am noticing how much other people eat. Like, my mum keeps saying to me, how are you going with the tiny portions you're having? Doesn't worry me at all. But what other people eat, it's just, I sit there and go, oh my God, that's a massive meal. How are you not heavily overweight? So that's been a bit of a surprise that I'm so focused on other people's food. It doesn't bother me what I'm eating, the small amount. I do have cravings occasionally, but I find it easy not to give in. Earlier in the week, I was having a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and as soon as I went, no, you need to stop, you're getting into the trap, I was able to stop. So I'm just going to keep focusing one day at a time. Keep focusing on high protein, low carb, low fat. And hopefully my weight will continue to drop at a steady rate. I'm really happy with the 1.5 kilo I lost this week. I'm on track to get down to 90 by the time I go on holidays in late October. I really, really, really want to get down to 90 by then. So I'm going to keep exercising, keep eating. I'm only eating on a small day, I might eat 500 calorie. On a bigger day, I might have 750 calorie. But as I said, I'm working a lot of that off. So anyway, I have rambled, and I don't think this video has had any purpose or structure. I apologise. If you've lasted this long, thanks for watching the whole thing. Anyway, I shall talk to you later, guys. Take care. Bye.